Welcome to the Rustic Garden Homestead. Today's video is all about how do you wrap your fig tree and protect it during the winter. This is a brown mission fig. I'm in Maryland Zone 7. This tree is 5 years old. Every winter I've not covered it, and the whole upper growth, everything you see here, dies off. It can't take freezing temperatures, prolonged freezing temperatures. And this fig actually produces on second year wood. So everything that you see here produced beautiful leaves, grew nicely, but didn't produce figs. The figs are going to come, in the summer, spring of 2025. However, my winters kill off all that upper growth. So number one, the brown mission fig was the wrong fig to plant here in Maryland because it can't survive the winters without being wrapped. So I'm going to wrap it thoroughly. I did a light wrapping the first or second year. That didn't work. So this is a heavy wrap for figs that really need protection in your winters. Here in Maryland, Zone 7, 32 degrees, 0 degrees Celsius, very common. Significantly below that in January, even February, happens, and it's enough to kill off this fig tree. The Chicago Hardy, I'll cut in and I'll show you that in a little bit, grows here in Maryland, produces well on first year wood. I've had it for 5 years. I've had 3 of them. I don't wrap them, they do well. So you always want to match the fig tree to your gardening zone. First thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to get in here and just cut all the wood down that's around here, down at the base, so that it's really kind of tapers in, so that I can put a cage around it. I'm going to drop leaves in here. After I tie this together, that'll be like a sweater on it. I'm going to wrap it in some black paper, then greenhouse plastic, and it should make a warm environment for this upper growth. So first thing, I'm going to clear out this space. Enough of the bottom of the fig has been cut back. All the dead leaves, dead wood has been put over there. I've cut a lot of the new growth off, and I'm going to put that in water, try and root some of that out. Now that I have the base pretty much cleaned up, I'm going to come over to these main branches, and I'm going to cut them down to 6 feet tall. You can leave them taller, but it's a lot harder to wrap the stuff up there. So these are going to be cut down to 6 feet tall, and then I'm going to tie the branches together really tightly and make them just kind of a thin bundle going straight up. You can tie this up really however you want. If you have a really wide branching fig tree, maybe grab a couple, tie it nicely right in the middle, and then we'll just continue to tie it up until it's nice and tight. Now again, I just want to stress, the Chicago Hardy figs, my figs that produce every year, they produce on first year wood. I don't even wrap those. This is a fig, the brown mission fig, that produces on second year wood. So it has to grow a whole season, and then the second year, the second season of that wood, it produces figs. So I don't want to cut off too much of this specific variety, or I'm not going to get a lot of figs. So the only way to know that, you can ask me, but I won't know, is to look up the fig varieties you have growing and see how they produce the figs. So I'm going to tie this up again tightly, and then I will start worrying about the branches out here. Those are branches I don't really want to cut off because I think they'll produce if all goes well with the wrapping. The general core of the fig tree is tied nicely together. I'm going to work up here and tie these top branches down a little bit. I'm going to have to make a decision too when I put the cage around it to drop in leaves to kind of insulate it like it's wearing a sweater. And you don't have to do that. You have to kind of know your growing zone, how cold the winters get, how long they stay in the freezing temperatures, and you have to know the variety of the fig. So I'm going above and beyond because this fig just doesn't produce. So the cage and leaves you don't have to do. You can just do the black paper and the clear plastic. Really depends on the variety you're growing and how cold your area gets. Roadside, I have my Chicago Hardy figs. They produce really well. I don't wrap them. I use them for a screen too. It covers the road from back where my gazebo is. There has been some die-off. Some of the wood sometimes dies off, but most of it survives. In fact, I've pruned these back for cuttings to propagate. But the Chicago Hardy does well in Maryland Zone 7. If you're picking your first fig, you're not sure which one to pick, I recommend the Chicago Hardy. It's pretty easy to grow, and it doesn't have the issues of the black mission fig. Any basic fencing works. This is what I make my compost bins out of. And again, depending on how tall everything is, you may have to use 2 kind of wire frames. So the key here was I cut out enough space right through here that the cage can fit nicely down there. And it's pretty close, snug to the bottom. And it's nice to work in 4-foot sections. I'm gonna come in, fill this with leaves and just pack it in, and that will help create some insulation. Then the black paper will go on there to absorb the heat from the sun rays, and then then clear plastic will go around that to kind of create a greenhouse effect, and we'll see if that works. I may put a second level right here to bring the leaves all the way up. I'm kind of interested that if I do the leaves here, if the wood here survives and the wood up here dies off, yeah, it's a loss, but then I'll know that the insulation with the leaves really made a difference. We'll see how I feel. Again, based on the variety and how cold it gets in your area and how hardy that fig is, you could skip this insulation step and just do black paper. Some people use burlap for insulation, and then you could leave it with that, or you could put in clear plastic. There's several ways to do it. So let me fill this up with some leaves. Now you may not be able to cover every branch, but after you load in some of the leaves, I'm using leaves and pine needles, you want to tamp everything down. You want it to be a nice thick layer around the branches the best you can. Don't just drop it in there, leave it too loose. Really mix it through. The insulation is in. I think I'm going to keep it like this, and I'm going to wrap the top part here maybe with some burlap or some, cotton fabric or something, just to give it some more insulation there. But the next layer is going to be black paper. I'm using roofing paper. You can use whatever you want. And I'm just going to do 1 or 2 layers all the way around, just so that the black paper absorbs the heat from the sun, and then around that's going to go plastic. I didn't have any more burlap, and what I thought was roofing paper was actually weed barrier. So weed barrier is a little bit thinner, probably better to use, less chemicals on it. So I'm going to just do 3 wraps of the weed barrier around there, down at this level, and then all the way up to the top. Again, ran out of burlap. That was some shade cloth, so I just used the shade cloth for the internal insulation. And again, you could skip that part. You could just go with wrapping it in something black to absorb the sun, and then plastic around there. Again, depends on your zone and the variety of plant that you're growing. The weed barrier is wrapped, the dark material, 2 or 3 layers around, and it really comes up 4 feet high. That's the width of the black fabric. Even though the shade cloth here is black, could be burlap, that's really the first layer of insulation, because remember, the leaves only come up to about here. You want to put a second layer on here. Yes, that's going to absorb the sun, but you want layers. That's going to help keep that warmth in there. The key to this is when you put on the next layer of fabric here, you want to overlap it by about that much and then tie it tightly. You don't want a gap in here. You just want to make sure everything is nice and sealed as the second layer going all the way down. The second layer is on, looking pretty good, well insulated, and I've been thinking about removing this fig tree because it's not producing, so I didn't have the heart to take it out now until I tried something like this to really give it a chance. Again, probably 3rd time I've said this, it's really based on how cold your area gets, the variety of the fig, on how much you have to wrap it. In some places, maybe just wrapping it once with, a black fabric or something like that works, or you could just use plastic. But I want to show you the principles. You can adapt this to whatever you need, in your garden to take care of your fig tree. All right, plastic. If you're doing this by yourself, you definitely want to have a second person helping you with the plastic. I'm trying to do it in one piece, just this way it stays, I think, insulated a little bit better. This is greenhouse plastic. I make my cold frames out of this. First thing you want to do is just give it a wrap. 1 layer is fine. Just make sure you can see a little bit in the middle, that if you're just doing 1 layer, cross over a whole lot so that you can tie it down tightly and wind's not going to blow into there. But I like to set it up like this, single piece of string, and now I'll reach in and I kind of pull things together, make it a little bit better before I tie it off. And with it tied up, just keeping it in place, I can lift the flap and I can just pull the plastic that's underneath to where I want it to be. You want to seal it down to the bottom and just, make sure there's a nice layer from, coming over here. It's just a single layer. Then here's where I started, and you want to go at least 2 feet over, just so this is nice and tight and the wind's not going to blow through there. That's it. You can adapt this for the needs in your garden based on the temperatures, variety of fig. 3 layers. You can use different materials. You can use burlap. I like having the clear plastic. That really helps capture the sun. The sun gets in there, warms up the black paper or black fabric. The leaves help insulate it. High up top, I tied it off, just sealed the top. And this fig should be fine. We'll see what happens. And again, I wanted to give it a chance. So this is wrapped with 3 layers. This will come off middle of March, beginning of April, just depending on what the temperatures are doing. But this is what I do for my figs in Maryland Zone 7 that produce on 2nd-year wood, and for figs that don't survive my winter here. Thanks so much for watching. Please check out my seed shop at therustedgarden.com, and please check out my blog, therustedgardenblog.com. I will have an article up in a couple days covering this whole process. Some people like to read. It'll have a materials list, and it'll be a little bit easier maybe to get the materials and the instructions down from reading off of the blog. Again, thanks so much for watching.